Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, and I am so excited to spend time with you here in the kitchen. For this episode, we are actually kicking off a four-part series with one of my favorite pantry staples, and we will be unpacking how to use this oftentimes overlooked and very significant staple in my kitchen and all over the world, the potato. While some may be sleeping on this tuber, it has been the backbone of different economies across generations all over the world. So it may not be the sexiest ingredient you think of when you're coming into the kitchen, but it is far more significant to mankind's progress than you can imagine. So, for these next four episodes, we're going to transform these frozen potato products from our friends over at Potatoes USA and bust potato myths along the way. This US frozen potatoes hacks is part one of a four-episode series. Who better to kick off this very special series than the Pambansang Ninong himself, Ninong Rai? Hey,
Yan.
Ninong Rai.
Hello po. Magandang maulan na hapon sa inyong lahat dyan. And buti tumigil ang ulan, no?
Yes, it was raining a little bit over here earlier.
Yes.
I'm glad that it's not. And you're in your Malabon kitchen, yes?
Yes, opo. Andito po
Yeah,
tayo ngayon sa typical na kusina natin. Kung makikita nyo, very familiar to sa mga inaanak
your
natin.
viewers.
So, yes.
Yes, your inaanaks are here, I am sure. So, guys, we are live. And if you are viewing or you're watching, of course, all over the country, want to hear where you're signing in from. Ninong Rai is in Malabon. I'm here in BGC, and we, of course, would like to hear from you. So make sure you go ahead and leave some comments in the comment section. If you have questions for Ninong Rai, if you have questions about US potato products, we're here and we can, of course, field those questions for you. Earlier, Ninong Rai, I know we gave you a challenge. We gave you a challenge to use frozen potato products in some recipes that you'll share with us, right?
Yes,
Before you
yes.
share that, because guys, you know this with every episode, Ninong is here, so that means there are presents and swag and prizes as well. Make sure to watch out for the quiz the cook questions. For you to win these prizes, you just have to do two things. First, you have to share the live on your own page. Make sure that it's public. We want to be able to see that you're sharing, of course, sharing the kitchen love with Ninong and I. And second, you must live in Metro Manila or have an address in Metro Manila that we can deliver to. Of course, we want everyone to try these products that US potatoes will be sharing with us. And here is what you will get if you are paying attention and answer correctly. You'll get a US potatoes backpack, an apron like the one I have here. It's really, it's really fun. So you'll have that when you're cooking up some goodness in the kitchen, a mouse pad, and of course, a copy of the Bake Recipe Collection where you'll learn how to use US potatoes even in desserts. Okay, so quiz the cook questions, five prizes. Of course, if you answer correctly, and you know we are live, so go ahead and type those answers in quickly. And if you have any questions too. So Ninong, before we get started with how you share your recipes that you came up with that US Potatoes provided inspiration for, let's say hello to some of our viewers. We have Alexis de Castro Villapanado, who's watching from Parañaque. Hi, Alexis. Thanks for tuning in. Rain Ison Manayo is saying, hello, Ninong Rai. She's so happy you're here.
Hello
Let's
mga sa
see.
mga inaanak na nanonood natin dyan. No? Maraming salamat sa panood. Marami tayong lulutuin ngayon and for sure, may enjoy nyo to.
Yes, fantastic. Okay, and then we also have, let's see, Carrie Dre. She is saying, hello, Ninong Rai, watching from Mandaluyong. So, guys, we're so happy that you're here watching. Are you excited to see what Ninong Rai is going to make? Of course. Okay. Ninong, Rai, we know that you came up with two dishes today. One is a main and one is a dessert. Before
Yes.
you tell us about our dishes that we're making, I want to ask you who
Mhm.
inspired you to get into the kitchen to begin with? I mean, did you
Hmm.
always enjoy cooking? Is that something that you've done since you were younger? Tell us first who's your kitchen inspiration, and then let's talk about the inspiration behind the dishes that you created today.
Okay, honestly, ang naging main na inspiration ko sa pagluluto was my father, my late father. Kasi siya talaga yung nagluluto sa amin eh. Parang he takes pride in his cooking, ganyan. And baliktad sa bahay namin. Usually kasi, di ba, nanay ang nagluluto. Sa amin hindi. Assumed responsibility ng father ko yung pagluluto talaga, di ba? Hindi niya ako directly tinuruan, pero na-observe ko yung kung paano siya magluto and minsan inuutusan niya ako like ah, himayin mo tong dahon or himayin mo
Mhm.
tong hipon. And from there,
Yeah.
medyo na-pick up ko siya ng konti, 'di ba? Kaya siya talaga yung naging main inspiration ko and hanggang ngayon, yung mga vague recipes na iniwan niya sa akin, niluluto ko pa rin every now and then like yung kaldereta, sinampalukang manok and all kasi siya talaga yung unang-unang nag-inspire sa akin na magluto talaga and iparamdam sa akin yung joy of providing pleasure sa ibang tao by means of cooking, 'di ba? Sobrang
Yes.
iba sa feeling 'yun eh, iba sa feeling.
Yeah. So that's so wonderful that he left this cooking legacy with you.
Mhm.
Um, my mother also inspired me to get busy in the kitchen. Same like you, she would make me chop. I would chop the ingredients for pancit. So I
Oh.
wasn't peeling shrimp, not as a child, but definitely helping with those types of dishes in the kitchen as well. So I love that we can connect that way as well. Okay, so he's your inspiration. I'm sure he will be very proud to see that you created these recipes as well today. Tell us about what inspired you with the recipes you're sharing with our viewers today.
Kasi ako, I kinda like the challenge, 'di ba? I kinda like the challenge. So, nung nalaman ko na potatoes yung gagamitin natin, sabi ko, paano pa ba natin 'to, isi-stretch yung possibility ng ingredient while still, being familiar sa mga bagay na alam natin. Kasi minsan maraming maraming outlandish na ideas tayong puwedeng gawin pero minsan masyado na malayo sa reality. Parang it's sort of doing things for the sake of doing, parang gano'n. So, naghanap ako ng mga puwede nating gawin na familiar sa atin.
Mm.
Sasabihin ko na ba yung recipes na ginawa na yung dinevelop natin? Ang dinevelop natin ay una muna, ang una natin lulutuin ay potatoes USA brownies, 'di ba? Medyo
Okay.
weird na magkakaroon ng potato sa brownies pero
Yeah.
hindi ba ang gusto natin sa brownies medyo dense, thick, ganyan, alam mo yun, medyo fudgy ng konti. Na-realize
Yes.
ko na puwedeng magdagdag ng gano'ng qualities yung potatoes natin sa brownies, 'di ba?
Okay.
Kaya nung una, parang skeptical ako sa sarili pero nung tinest ko yung recipe sobrang okey ng lumabas. 'Di ba pare, natikman mo
Tama,
'yan.
oo.
Masarap siya, okey siya. So, hindi siya mahirap gawin. Si Ian nga pala yung nasa likod ng camera natin, 'di
He's
ba?
there. Hi, Ian.
Hello
Yung
po.
mga inaanak natin diyan very familiar na kay Ian kasi lagi nilang naririnig yung boses ni Ian.
Pogi din.
Pogi rin,
Yes, of
pogi rin.
course.
Kanino pa
Of
ba
course.
magmamana yan pare?
Sa tatay
Fantastic.
ko.
Sa
Okay.
tatay mo.
So you are making brownies, and
Yes.
then you're the frozen potato of the frozen potato products. So for those of you that
Mm.
don't know, frozen potatoes are available all over the country in supermarkets nationwide. And some of the frozen products that you can look for are straight cut fries, curly fries, crinkle cut fries, hash browns, basket weaves, half shells, wedges, and even tater drums, or what we know as tater tots.
Mm.
So that's what you. All right, great.
Mm.
So is this what you used with the brownies?
Yes, ito po yung gagamitin natin yun kasi ano 'to, eh, basically itong tater tots na 'to, wala
Yeah.
siyang added flavors. So this is perfect kasi yung potatoes kasi meron siyang ano, eh, meron siyang parang ability to blend in or absorb the flavors na nakapaligid sa kanya while still, giving its properties to the dish. Hindi intrusive yung flavor niya, di ba? Kaya sa kahit anong dish, pwede natin gamitin talaga itong potatoes natin, di ba?
So very versatile, of course.
Yes.
All of the frozen potato products are the Potatoes USA products are very versatile, and in terms of incorporating them into the dishes that you were saying, comfort. You could go crazy if you wanted to, but we have our comfort dishes, and even in this case, frozen potatoes, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Frozen potatoes do not sacrifice any of the nutrients or the minerals that we would normally look for in, let's say, fresh potatoes. Frozen, they're all the same, correct? It's the
Yes.
process does not diminish the nutritional value,
Mhm, mhm. Totoo yan kasi
right?
itong, yes, yung potatoes sa USA na ginagamit natin ngayon, basically wala namang masyadong ginawa sa kanya kundi, binlunch lang siya, niluto lang siya, na intact pa rin lahat talaga. Hindi siya process tulad ng inaakala ng iba. No, very minimally processed siya, 'di ba? And ang maganda
Yeah.
pa dito, hindi katulad ng mga normal na potatoes na makukuha natin dito locally, sobrang bilis ma-spoil. Ito, sobrang
Yes.
tagal ng, shelf life nito since frozen na
Tama.
nga siya. And sobrang
Absolutely.
convenient, sobrang convenient kasi nandiyan lang siya sa freezer, kukunin mo lang, 'di ba? Walang peeling, wala nang kahit ano, 'di ba? Usually kapag nagpe-prepare tayo ng potatoes, it's sort of race against time kasi nagkakaroon na siya ng oxidation, nagbabrown na siya ng
Yes.
konti. Walang mangyayaring ganun dito, 'di ba?
Fantastic. And of course, it's cost efficient as well, right?
Yes.
So,
Mm.
this is also one of the many benefits to using Potatoes USA that are frozen in this case. Okay, so I am sure that these recipes that we're going to share today, everyone can follow along in their kitchen if they like.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, who is excited? Ninong Rai, I have to tell you, we have lots of comments. I'm just going to read a few before we go ahead and jump into our quiz the cook questions. We will do 2 quiz the cook questions back to back, you guys. So pay attention, of course, when Ninong Rai and I are chatting. But Mike Joseph L. Ong, I want to share his comment with you. Dear Ryan, I am so elated that you're part of this Rappler Live. I'm so excited to see you cook. You saved me during the pandemic. Your videos are so fun to watch. I can't imagine how fun you must be in real life.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. Mike, tama ba? Is it Mike?
Yes,
Thank you,
Mike
thank you.
on. Yeah. So
Salamat
Mike,
sa salamat sa panonood.
Mike, I will tell you, Ninong Rai is just as fun off camera as he is on. And yes, I only wish I could cook with him in his kitchen. I'm sure we would have lots of fun together as
Yeah.
well. Okay, so before we go ahead and jump into your recipes, Ninong Rai, would you read us the first quiz the cook question? But before we do that, remember everybody at home, if you are watching, you must share the live, and of course, you must have your settings set to public so we can see that you shared it, as well as, of course, answering correctly. You know this is Kitchen 143, so for the 5 quiz the cook questions, we'll get them in order. 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. Of course, Ninong Rai wants to show you some love too, kitchen love here. So for this first question, the first person to answer correctly will win an apron, a mouse pad, a backpack, and of course, a new cookbook. So there you go. It's a cookbook that will allow you to make some desserts with U.S. potatoes. So, right, let's read the first question.
Okay. First question, 'di ba? True or false? Potatoes only contain carbohydrates and fibers. Ako, alam ko sagot diyan. Baka pwede ako na lang yung manalo. Kaso sa inyo na 'yan. Makikipag-agawan pa ba ako?
Okay. Okay, wait, I'm reading. Sorry, I was reading some of our comments here. They're so quick to answer. I don't know if you can see the comments, Ninong Rai. Guys, if you're watching from the Rappler page, Facebook page, from the Mama in Manila page, or of course from Ninong Rai's Facebook page, we will be able to see your answers here. So make sure you're answering there. We're also live on YouTube and Twitter on the Rappler account. So make sure to, if you want to win the prizes, to go ahead and sign in to Facebook. Okay, looks like we have lots of people who have answered. And so guys, remember to share the live, because that's how we're gonna share the kitchen love. Ninong Rai, what inspired you while we're waiting for the team to come up with the answers? For this, we have an answer now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Luigi Padilla, congratulations. You
Yes,
have won a
congratulations.
special gift set from Potatoes USA, and that will be delivered to a Metro Manila address. So please make sure when the Rappler team contacts you to go ahead and give your delivery information. So guys, it is false. Potatoes are so nutrient dense that they have become among the most popular, the most important crops in the world, along with wheat, rice, and corn. They are also rich in protein, fiber, vitamin C, and even others. Okay, so we do have another question. We're going to ask it back to back, and then Ninong Rai is going to get busy in the kitchen and show us how to make those Potatoes USA brownies that I'm sure everyone can make at home. Okay, so quiz a cook question number 2. Remember that you've shared the live. Remember that you have to have an address within Metro Manila. And this is where you can share the love also. Sharing the live and sharing the love can mean that if you're not in Metro Manila and you're tuning in from further away, you can go ahead and send this as a gift. Could be you want to send it to your inaanak who lives here in Metro Manila, right? Okay, so here's the question.
Next question. Potatoes contain more of this essential mineral than bananas. What is this mineral?
All right. So I know there are so many things that the potatoes. I will tell you a little bit more about potatoes. Okay. So yes, they are very high in vitamin C. It actually one potato can give you 30% of your daily recommended dosage consumption of vitamin C. So in this day and age where we're trying to build immunity, guys, potatoes are good for you too. And it looks like, okay, guys, remember, second question. So it's 1-4. Fourth person to answer correctly will receive the gift pack from Potatoes USA that includes a backpack, an apron, a mouse pad, and of course, a recipe book that includes different ways you can use potatoes when you're baking. So this is called the Bake Recipe Collection. You guys will love it. I have it also. I was actually looking for my copy. I couldn't find it. I must have hidden it so well. Okay, look, we have a winner. Ninong Rai, let's congratulate Alexis de Castro Villapanda.
Oy, congratulations, congratulations.
She answered correctly with potassium. Okay, so congrats again to the winners. Make sure you go ahead and respond when the Rappler social media team reaches out to you with your correct address and phone number so we can get your prizes delivered to you from Potatoes USA. All right, so I think we're ready to start cooking, and I have to say I'm super excited. I've never seen potatoes in desserts like this, especially here in the Philippines. So tell us why you tried these brownies and what kind of tastes and flavors we should expect while you're cooking.
Okay,
So you can go ahead and start.
yeah. So ang gagawin nga natin ngayon ay USA potatoes, Potatoes USA na brownies, and meron tayong recipe dito. Medyo madalang nating ginagawa to. Alam nyo naman, pag nagluluto tayo sa mga vlogs natin, kung ano na lang mangyari, di ba? Pero for this one, kasi gusto ko talagang matry nyo to, meron tayong recipe dito. Magsa-start na po ako, ha?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, mag-start na tayo. Ang una natin gagamitin, kailangan natin ng 170 grams ng unsalted butter. Yan.
Okay.
Tapos meron tayong naka-prepare dito na double boiler. Yan. Mainit ba siya? Mainit siya pero kaya naman. Hindi pwede na nakadikit yung tubig dun sa ilalim ng bowl. Kailangan medyo nakaangat siya ng konti. Lalagay natin yung butter dyan. Diba? Tapos habang minimelt natin yan, maglalagay tayo dito ng 85 grams ng pwedeng chocolate chips. Pero ang ginamit ko dito ay chopped na chocolate. It doesn't matter naman kasi tutunawin naman natin to. And yun yung reason talaga kung bakit tayo naka-double boiler. Kasi while yung butter pwede nating tunawin sa stovetop mismo, ang chocolate hindi. Baka masunog siya, di ba?
Yes.
So ilalagay na
Yes.
rin natin to dito.
It burns
Lalagay
very
natin yan dyan.
quickly. Yeah.
Yan.
And that
So
looks
ito,
like dark
hintayin lang. Yes, opo, dark chocolate talaga siya. Mas ganun gusto natin sa brownies di ba? Mas dark, mas okay siya.
Yes.
So habang inaantay natin 'yan, nandito na yung mga ilang pang ingredients natin. White sugar. Etong white sugar mamaya natin ilalagay yan kasi ang white sugar considered yan as a wet ingredient at least in terms of baking, 'di ba? So pagsasama-samahin natin dito yung mga dry ingredients natin. Like etong 150 grams ng all-purpose flour. And lalagyan natin dito ng, is this 50 grams? Yes, 50 grams ng cocoa powder. Yan.
Okay.
Sasama na nahin yan dyan.
So you mix those together, all the dry ingredients.
Yes, dry ingredients. Meron din tayong 3/4 teaspoon ng salt. Yan. Tapos, ito yung gagamitin nating potato product. This is the Potatoes USA Tater Tots. Diba?
Okay.
Again,
Also
tulad na sinabi
known
ko
as-
kanina,
Yeah.
also known as what? Ano po?
Tater drums.
Tater drums, yes, oo.
Yeah.
Ito, this is fully cooked na and pwede mo siyang kainin as is kung gusto mo. Wala namang problema. Sarap. Pwede na siya. Good na siya. And pag tinikman mo siya, yes, go on po.
So, fun fact, I grew up eating tater tots like my whole life. I love tater tots. So I'm excited to see this recipe.
Dito sa Pilipinas, hindi masyadong mahilig sa tater tots. I think brownies and hash browns and fries, di ba?
Yes.
Pero basically hash browns lang din to na iba lang yung hugis di ba?
Yeah,
parehas lang sila Diba? Mas malaki lang yung surface area ng hash brown, I think, kasi mas manipis siya. So, mas nandun yung lasa na hinahanap natin, di ba? Ngayon, gagawin natin, meron tayong potato masher dito. Actually, pwede mong gamitin kamay na lang kasi sobrang lambot na yan di ba? Pag-iwa-hiwalayin lang natin siya.
Okay.
Yan. Ito. Pakita mo, pare. Yan. Masyado nakapokus sa mukha ko. Alam ko, gwapo ko. Pero dito tayo sa pagkain. Yan. Pero mo, natawa si Mitch pare kasi joke yun
Okay, so for those of you guys that would like the recipe, and you can go ahead and visit potatoesgoodness.ph. All of the recipes that Ninong Rai will be sharing today are there, plus a whole bunch of others if you're looking for inspiration as well.
Yeah. So ito medyo okay na tayo dito.
Ready. Okay.
Let's check. Yeah.
Looks like the butter.
Mga 5 minutes pa siguro to, di ba? So,
okay.
Ito nangyayari talaga sa mga vlogs namin to. Susunod ka sa akin, di ba pare? Alam mo na yan. Nakuha ko na, babalik ka na ngayon doon. Di ba? Kumuha lang ako ng rubber spatula kasi kailangan natin i-agitate ng konti para lang matunaw yung chocolate natin. Hindi naman talaga natin kailangan tunawin dito kasi yung butter natin, pwedeng yun ang magtunaw na further ng chocolate natin. Kahit may matirang konting chunks, wala naman sigurong problema doon. Diba?
Yeah.
Yan. So malapit na to. Kukuha lang ako ng whisk.
Okay.
Hindi ka susunod sa akin. Babawasan ko sahod mo. Yan. Yung dry ingredients natin, before natin lagyan ng any wet ingredient, kailangan na natin siyang i-whisk together. Diba? Kasi meron pang mga nagre-require ng sifting. Pero ako, eto na lang. I-wire whisk na lang para matanggal yung clumps and magkasama-sama na siya. Again, this is all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, and salt. Diba? If you're using salted butter, siguro pwede nyo nang i-leave out yung salt. Or I guess pwede kayo magdagdag ng 1/4 teaspoons lang. 1/4 teaspoon lang, 'di ba? Sobrang ano naman 'to hindi naman 'to mahirap na recipe, kaya niyo nang gawin 'yan, 'di ba?
I think sometimes with the salt, it actually brings out the other flavors, right? When
Yes,
you put
totoo
salt
yan.
in baked goods.
Yes,
it
totoo yan,
makes the
totoo
other
yan.
flavors pop. So
Yes, importante talaga kasi alam niyo yung ano, 'di ba nauuso na ngayon yung salted caramel, ganyan. Kasi
yes,
ayan, 'di ba? Ang
absolutely.
sarap nun. Sobrang sarap nun.
That's the
And yung
best.
yeah, yung salted caramel kasi parang yung nag-aagaw na tamis at alat, 'di ba? Napakasarap. Gano'n din dito. And eto nga, dahil nga medyo leaning on the more savory side ang ating potatoes USA hash browns. Ay, tater tots, 'di ba? Well, technically
Yeah.
hash browns din naman yan, iba lang hugis. Medyo merong pag-aagaw ng konti. Merong parang tug of war sa flavors na nangyayari. Kaya sobrang okay na ito. Habang inaantay natin to, prepare natin yung eggs natin. Pag you're working with eggs, from my experience, wag niyo direktang ilalagay doon kasi minsan
Tama.
merong bugok na itlog, sira na itlog, and
Yeah.
masasayang yung buong mixture nyo and sobrang heartbreaking nun. Lagi ko naman sinasabi to paulit-ulit kasi kailangan yung maintindihan nyo kasi pag sa inyo nangyari, medyo nakaka-dishearten talaga. Sa totoo lang.
Yeah.
Yan.
So always in a separate bowl.
Yes. Kahit pagsama-samahin nyo na yan. Pero ideally talaga, meron kayong separate na bowl talaga for cropping each. Pero
Yeah.
masipag ako. Okay na to. Yan. Goods naman. Wala naman tayong bugok na itlog. Also, if ever magkakaroon dyan ng eggshell, wag nyong gamitin yung daliri nyo kasi mahirap yon, madulas yan. Wala tayo sige, maglaglag tayo ng eggshell. Kunyari lang. Yan. Kunyari may nalaglag na eggshell dyan. Ayan, nakita mo yung eggshell, pare? Ang ipang kukuha natin dyan ay yung eggshell din mismo.
Wow, it was like a magnet. It picked it up
Diba?
right away. So
Wag
for you
wag na
guys
yung
tuning
fingers.
in, what
Yeah,
a
diba?
quick kitchen tip. Thank you
Yan.
for that, Ninong Rai.
Yan.
So
Check
wait,
natin
I
to.
don't know what bugok means. What's bugok? Obviously, it's
Bugok is
something I don't want in my eggs.
rotten eggs. Rotten
Rotten.
eggs, yes. Oo. Yan.
All
Kasi
right.
sometimes pag bumibili ka sa palengke man or grocery, sometimes yung bago na may mix in with the bugok or rotten eggs, diba? Kaya doon na tayo
But
sa mas safe.
I've heard someone refer to another person as bugok.
That's like calling someone rotten. So, insult siya.
That's not nice.
That's not nice. That's
Nice.
not nice.
Oh,
Huwag niyong
wait, I
gagawin
was
yan.
thinking of bugoy.
Bugoy. Bugoy.
Bugoy.
Bugoy is much nicer than bugok.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we have
ayan.
melted chocolate and butter.
Yes. I-check niyo yung temperature. Kasi kapag masyado siyang mainit, it will cook the eggs and maglalasang scrambled
Scrambled.
eggs. Yung
Tama.
yung
We don't want that.
brownies nyo. So, ang kailangan natin gawin ngayon is ilagay na natin yung sugar para ma-dissolve na siya. Pero mostly para para lumamig na yung mixture natin. This is 300 grams of white sugar. Pero pwede kayo maglagay ng brown, kahit anong sugar. Yan.
So even cocoa sugar would work.
Cocoa sugar pwede. Although hindi ko sure sa cocoa sugar kung kailangan ba natin mag-compensate sa tamis or baka merong maiba sa texture. Alam naman natin na pagdating sa baking, ang sugar hindi lang naman yan for the sweetness 'di ba? Ang laki ng naiaambag ng ibang bagay ng sugar, properties ng sugar sa dish natin. Ngayon, check nyo. Medyo na siya, kaya na niyang mag-take ng eggs, pero ilagay na muna natin ang ating potatoes USA. Yan. Na tater tots. This is 210 grams, I believe. Let me check my recipe. Sorry, hindi ako nagre-recipe.
I have the recipe here. I can check it for you. So the sugar is 300 grams of granulated sugar.
Yes. Tapos yung potatoes natin ay 210 grams.
Yes.
Yan.
I can call off the ingredients for you if you like. So
okay.
Right now we have the sugar and the butter and the chocolate inside the bowl. Okay.
Yes. Tapos, let's add the eggs na. Isang lagay na lang.
Yep. So that's 4 eggs.
4 eggs. Just mix nyo lang sila ng maayos. Yan. Sobrang basic lang nito. Halo-halo lang talaga. Wala nang mga complicated na step dito.
Brownies are so good like that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Sobrang satisfying kasi ng brownies kasi sobrang dali niya lang gawin. Alam mo yun? Yan. Tapos next is vanilla extract. Lagay lang natin yan dyan.
Okay. And that was 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
1 teaspoon. Yes. Tapos yung dry ingredient mixture natin. Pwede na nating ilagay. Yan. Yung iba, ilalagay nila in 3 additions. Pero ako hindi na. Lagay nyo na dyan. Kaya natin pahirapan ang buhay natin. Okay na yan. Yan. Tapos kasabay kasabay nito para hindi masyadong ma-overwork yung gluten na nandun sa harina natin, pwede nating ilagay yung chocolate chips natin. 'Di ba? Itong chocolate chips na
Yan.
'to, buo 'to. Ito yung magbibigay ng parang moist
Yum.
sa kanya sa loob, parang fudgy, 'di ba, sa loob. Pwede natin ilagay lahat 'yan. And kung gusto niyo dagdagan 'to, okay lang. Gusto niyo doblehin niyo, okay lang 'yan.
You can never have too much chocolate
Yes,
anyway.
oo. So
Big
meron
boy na.
tayo ditong, yes, big boy na tayo. Meron tayo ditong walnuts. Pwede niyong ihalo na 'to diyan, pero
Mhm.
pwede rin kayo maglagay, pero pwede niyo ring ilagay sa taas or pwede both. O di ilagay natin yung half, lagay natin dito. Tapos yung half lagay natin sa taas mamaya.
On top.
Sobrang
Yeah.
sobrang basic niyang brownies na yun. Hindi talaga siya mahirap, honestly. So isa to sa magandang recipes na pwedeng pag-aralan ng mga nagsisimulang mag-bake, 'di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
hindi mahirap
Yeah.
siya.
No, it's not actually. You made it look very easy. And of course, even easier adding, this surprise ingredient. I bet people,
Mm-mm.
when they try this, they would be surprised. Okay.
Yes.
So while you're mixing, I am going to bring up another quiz the cook question,
Mm.
because I know you'll be mixing and then putting that in the pan.
Yes.
Okay. Your oven was preheated?
Yes, 180 degrees Celsius.
There you go. Okay, so
Mm.
guys, whenever you're baking, it's important to preheat your oven before you go ahead and put that into the oven so that it can cook effectively. Okay,
Yeah.
remember this is the third question. Ninong, do you want to tell us about what you're putting in there? Is that parchment paper,
Yes, this is
baking paper?
baking paper, parchment paper na ilalagay natin two line or meron tayong glass na baking tray dito. Pero in all honesty, kapag wala kayong wax paper or baking paper, gagana
Okay,
naman ang aluminum foil. Okay lang naman din 'yon. Pero kung wala talaga ang aluminum foil, bake niyo na lang diretso tapos wag niyo na slice, kainin niyo na lang diyan, kutsarahin niyo na lang. Ginawa ko na 'yan maraming beses na,
with ice
'di
cream on
ba?
top. Okay,
Minsan kahit
all right.
wala na.
Tama. There's no wrong way to eat a brownie. I like
Yes.
that you put the walnuts on top because that also
Mhm.
lets everybody know, maybe people who don't like nuts in their brownies. So in my house, we're divided. I love putting walnuts, pecans, almonds in our brownies, and my
Mhm.
kids don't really care for that. So
I
they
see.
choose, whenever I do it, I put like half the walnuts or half the nuts on one side, and I don't put nuts on the
Mm.
other.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right.
So, are we gonna go through the question o isalang na natin 'to?
You can go ahead and put that in, and then
Okay,
I will read the next question. So while you're
okay.
working, Ian can focus on your what you're doing, and I'll read the next question. So remember, this is the third person to answer correctly who has an address in Metro Manila. Remember that you should have shared the live stream already on your Facebook page and make sure it's public. What country did the tater tot originate from? Of course, you can call it the tater tot, you can call it the tater drum, whatever it is, I will be happy to enjoy it with a little ketchup. And in this case, we will have it with our brownies. So we have lots of people answering quickly. There, Ninong Rai, I see he's putting the walnuts right on top of the brownies now. Looks like it's ready to go
Yes.
in the oven.
Mhm. Yes. So meron nga tayong preheated oven dito na 180 degrees and ilalagay lang natin 'to doon. And bibake nyo lang siya for anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. Sobrang ano lang 'yan, sobrang bilis lang 'yan and hindi siya kahit ma-overcook mo ng konti or ma-undercook mo ng konti, okay lang. Minsan nga ako personally gusto ko medyo undercook ng konti. 'Di ba? Mas ano siya, mas
Gooey.
fudgy, mas gooey, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Mm. Yan.
Yummy.
So 20
Okay,
minutes. All
so
right.
all right, so we had that has to go in for 20 minutes. Tell us about your next recipe while we're trying to figure out who won. Remember that the next person to win, this is the third question that we just put out there. So it has to be the third person who answers correctly, who shares the live, who will win the swag from Potatoes USA, which consists of an apron, a backpack, a mouse pad, and of course the new Bake Recipes collection, where you can actually learn how to incorporate more potatoes into different desserts and recipes you can try at home. Now, remember, this recipe is also available on potatogoodness.ph. Ninong Rai has shared it there as well. And it looks like we have a winner.
Uy,
Ninong Rai, we have a winner. Congratulations, Dale Castro. You
yes.
answered correctly by, of course, USA. Congratulations, and make sure you give
Congratulations.
your delivery information to the social media team so that we can get your prizes to you from Potatoes USA. Okay, don't worry, don't fret. You guys who are watching, there is still opportunities to win that potato swag. But before we go on to any other questions, Ninong Rai is going to tell us about the next recipe that he came up with to share with us, highlighting another frozen Potatoes USA product.
Okay. So ang gagamitin naman nating Potatoes USA na product ay eto, ang ating curly fries. Na alam na natin yan, paborito natin yan eh, 'di ba? Pero hindi lang naman kasi prito ang application, like hindi lang siya kakainin as is, 'di ba? Marami pa tayong pwedeng gawing application ito. And honestly, etong fries natin na to, meron na siyang parang hindi slight parang savory na lasa na magdadagdag pa ng lasa doon sa paggagamitan natin ito, 'di ba? Ang gagawin natin dito ay katsu basically. I mean, ayoko na siyang bigyan ng ibang pangalan eh kasi basically yun lang naman siya. As in-upgrade lang natin yung pinaka-coating niya by using Potatoes USA curly fries, 'di ba? Ganun lang. So, pwede naman natin simulan 'yan.
So we have Potatoes USA crusted katsu. What's better than potatoes and fried pork?
Tama, di ba?
Right?
Tama.
Fantastic. Yes. Okay, so walk us through this recipe. And yeah.
Okay, simulan na natin to. So, etong first part na to, medyo matagal ng konti to. Kasi ipiprito natin tong fries natin. Pero hindi to the point, way beyond malutong siya. Kasi di ba usually, pag pinirito natin to na maayos, malutong yung labas, medyo, yung loob ay medyo, how can I say this? Parang malambot ng konti, juicy, gooey, parang ganon. Yeah. Di ba? Eto, kailangan natin siyang maging almost crispy throughout. Di ba?
Okay.
So meron tayong nakaprepare na mantika dito. Yan. At ibubuhos na lang natin yan dyan.
These will be super crusty curly fries.
Yes.
Crispy. Super crispy, crusty curly fries. Just say that really fast.
Super crispy.
Crusty. Not crusty. Super crispy curly fries. There we go.
Yeah. Pero etong pagpa-fry natin na to, kailangan initially high heat siya para ma-jumpstart yung technically dehydrate natin siya. Ma-jumpstart yung dehydration process. Pero ilo-lower natin to mamaya para dahan-dahan siya nagiging crispy without it burning or browning too much, 'di ba?
Right.
Yeah.
So when you say you're dehydrating, it's because it's actually like a crumb. You're making it's like bread crumbs. You're replacing the bread crumbs with the curly fries.
Tama 'yon. Andito na yung pork natin.
Okay. What cut of pork did you use?
This is pork chops. Yeah.
Okay.
Skinless pork chops. Pero if you want to remove the fat, okay lang. Pero bakit? Di ba? Masarap yun eh. Huwag yung tanggalin. Fat is flavor. Yeah. Fat is flavor, sabi nga nila. Di ba? Kailangan natin gawin dito is i-pound muna natin to. Pero kukuha ako ng extra na chopping board. Kasi ayokong dumihan yung chopping board ko ngayon.
Okay. So you have one board for meat and one board for others.
Hindi, I have one board for everything pero ayoko lang linisin to ngayon. Working smart. Yeah.
Smarter, not harder. Agreed.
Yes. Okay. So ito ang pork natin. 'Di ba usually ang problema sa mga pork chops kapag niluluto nagka-curl siya. Nagka-curl siya na ganoon and hindi siya maganda kasi hindi siya flat eh. Parang ang liit tuloy tingnan, 'di ba? So meron technique para gawin diyan. Kung makikita niyo tong part na to. Ito kasi yung nagka-curl. Yan. So ang kailangan natin gawin, is-slit natin yan. At least once. Pero kung gusto niyo, damihan niyo ng konti. Okay lang yan. Yan, ganyan, no?
So now it won't curl.
Yeah, para hindi siya mag-curl. So meron tayong tenderizer dito.
Mm-hmm.
Tenderize lang natin siya. Ngayon, kung wala kayo nitong tenderizer, okay lang kahit ano gamitin nyo. Gusto nyo, suntok-suntokin nyo na lang, gagana rin naman yan. Ang gusto lang naman natin mangyari dito, i-misalign natin yung meat fibers para, alam
More
mo yun,
tender.
para mas, yes, para mas malambot siya, di ba?
Yeah, it'll be tender.
Yes.
Nice. And this is
Sa kabila.
something you can actually, so you could actually ask for help in the kitchen when we do this. This is when I would ask one of my kids to help me.
Yan, para involved ng family, mas
Yeah.
mas masaya, di ba? So ganoon na rin
Always.
dito, ganoon na rin diyan. Yan.
Yeah.
Also again, if you want to, kung gusto niyo ng mas makapal, okay lang 'yon. Also another tip, pwede niyo ring i-brine to after nyong i-tenderize para lang mas juicy siya ng konti, di ba? Kasi
Yum.
pwede siyang i-brine before, pero sa experience ko, kapag nag-brine ka ng pork chops before mo siya i-tenderize, tatalsikan yung tubig sa'yo.
You'll get wet. Wait, so your brine, would you just do a salted brine? Would that just be, or would you add other spices in there?
It's up to you, pero ang non-negotiable lang naman doon is 50 grams of salt for every 1 liter ng tubig.
Okay.
Yun lang naman talaga.
That's a great ratio. Okay, so while you're continuing to do that, I will read some of the comments. We have Mark Simon Ting, who in capital letters, so he's screaming, "I love you, Ninong Rai."
Alabi to, inaanak mo.
So there you go, Mark. Ninong Rai is blowing you kisses, and he loves you. Let's see what else we have. We also have, do we have people coming in? Dale, of course, is happy. So it looks like our fries that Ninong Rai is the curly fries putting together.
Sorry, may nag-ingay. Si Ian kasi ang gulo eh.
Ay, sorry po.
Ian.
Si Ian. Yan. Okay. So ito nga yung fries natin. Tapos i-check natin. Wala pa. Medyo malayo-layo pa siya.
Okay.
Medyo matagal talaga yan. Pero okay lang yan. It's worth the wait. Huwag nyo lang kakainin habang niluluto nyo. Tulad nung ginawa ng ilan kong kaibigan. Nung nagtetest ako ng recipe. Kasi mauubos yung fries niya.
That's hard. I might be one of your friends who would eat them also. I really do love French fries.
Wag. Please, parang awa nyo na. Okay. Meron tayo ngayon dito nga tray. I mean, etong pork chop natin, pwede nyo siyang ilagay sa isang bowl, timplahan nyo, haluin nyo. Okay lang yon. Gagana yon. Pero, merong risk na magkadurog-durog siya kasi malambot na nga siya and yung fat niya, medyo hanging by a thread na lang yan eh.
I saw.
Maliliit na, diba? Kung malaglag man siya, okay lang yan, walang problema doon. So, etong gagawin natin, nakuha ko tong technique na to sa hotel, kung paano mo titimplahan yung mga thin slices ng meat na ganito, ng mabilisan. Kuha ka ng tray, tapos lalagyan mo yan ng salt. Yan, 1 even layer ng salt. Wala dapat naka-clump. Yan. Yan, konti pa. I think okay na yan.
Okay.
Tapos, lalagyan natin ng black pepper. Okay lang na. Ito okay lang to kahit medyo malalaki. Masarap nga yun, medyo nakakagat mo ng konti. 'Di ba? Tapos, wait, may kukunin lang ako.
Salt and pepper every step of the way.
Yes, every step of the way talaga. Parang every, ano mo yun, lahat ng may flavor talaga. Tapos ito, kasi dito ka nagsi-season eh. So, this is a good place to add spices. Ako simple lang, lagyan lang natin ng garlic powder, thin layer lang din. Gusto yung magdagdag ng onion powder dyan, wala namang problema. Kahit paprika, ako ito lang, simplihan lang natin. Yan. Tapos yung mga pork natin ngayon, ilalatag natin without overlapping. Tapos nakadikit dapat sila. And once ilatag mo sila,
sticks there.
Yan, oo.
Wow, saving time.
Huwag nyo silang i-move kasi baka ma-over season kapag minove mo sila. Diba?
Okay.
Yan. Okay na yan. Natimplahan na natin yung one side. Tapos, bukas na ako ng kamay. Bukas na ako ng kamay kasi humawak tayo ng pork and ayaw nating magkaroon ng cross-contamination, syempre. Ninong lang malinis talaga.
That's right. No, don't want anyone to get sick. Okay.
Tapos ganun din. Ulitin lang natin yung seasoning natin sa taas. So, salt.
So I learned something new. I learned 2 new
Yan.
things. Thank you for sharing these kitchen tricks with us. I'm
Yan.
sure
Wala kasing sikreto sa kusina. Lahat yan dapat alam natin.
there you go.
Yan.
Amen. Okay, so Christina P. Santos is saying she would like to taste your brownies because she's from Bulacan.
Uy.
So she is also in the area. And then it looks like Mike. So he must be your biggest fan. Mike Joseph Ong is saying again, Ninong Rai. Okay, I'm going to try and read this. Pansinin? Did I say it right? Pansinin?
Yes, pansinin.
Pansinin mo ko. Please, I want to see you soon. Rappler, pansinin mo ko. So he wants to see you. Mike Ong, your inaanak wants to see you.
Sige, Mike, mag-usap tayo mamaya. Madali namang i-arrange yan, di ba?
Okay. All right.
So, yes.
So
Habang
this is
nagpiprito pa rin tayo ng
Mhm.
potatoes. Hello, sorry, may sasabihin po kayo. Sorry, na-cut off ko ata kayo.
No, that's okay. Go.
Okay lang, tuloy lang tayo.
Yeah.
Yan.
Excited.
Habang piniprito pa rin natin to, and eto, wala naman tong... Wait lang, nalaglag yung AirPods ko. Sorry ma'am, di ko kayo narinig, bigla nalaglag yung AirPods ko. Pero, yeah. Kung ito iba-brine nyo, skip the salting. Kahit yung
Yeah.
ano na lang, pepper and... Kasi magiging masyado na siyang maalat, di ba? Pero
Yeah.
okay na yan. Ngayon, kailangan muna natin siyang i-coat. Meron tayong all-purpose flour dito. At
Okay.
yung nakalagay. Pero all-purpose flour talaga yan. Ang galing ng labeling namin dito. Very organized talaga kami.
Okay. If
Yeah.
you have that
All-purpose
much
flour.
agenda in your kitchen, though, that's a lot.
Yeah. All-purpose flour. Tapos pwede nyo rin i-season to. Pero it's up to you. Pero andito na rin lang tayo. Why not? Kasi etong katsu, sobrang basic lang naman yan eh. Hindi natin kailangan masyadong maging strict sa recipe. Hindi, sobrang basic lang yan. Lagay nyo lang lahat ng nilagay natin dyan.
Okay.
Yan. Kung gusto nyo nga, iba yung spice sa loob ng karne eh. Di ba? Sa coating niya, okay lang yan. Yan. Okay. So, mix lang natin. Yan.
Okay.
Ngayon, kunin natin yung, dahan-dahan kunin natin yung pork natin. Tapos, i-coat lang natin. Generous coating. Tapos, since dun sa area, kung saan natin nilapag yung pork, na-absorb na naman nun yung salt, pwede na rin natin ilagay dyan. Pero, para mas sure lang, lagyan na rin natin ng breading dyan. Yes,
Yeah.
okay lang yan. Para hindi masyado maalat, diba?
Okay, while you're breading the other two, we have a question from Vince Sotnas. Ninong Rai, can you bake the brownies in an air fryer?
Yes. Definitely yes. Basta siguro, I think better if i-cover nyo ng foil.
So it doesn't get burnt on the top very quickly.
Yes, so at least for the first, siguro, kung i-bake nyo siya ng 30 minutes, at least for the first 20 minutes, diba? Tapos, para lang magkaroon ng konting crunch yung taas, pwede nyo na siyang tanggalin yung foil, diba?
Nice. So you can even do that, I think, in a toaster oven. If you had a small toaster oven, you wanted to make
pwede rin yun.
that way
Pero
as
pag
well.
toaster ang gagamitin natin, better if hindi katulad ng brownies na ginawa nito na medyo makapal. Better if mas siya ng konti, mas manipis ng konti, mas malaki yung lalagyan mo. Mas maluluto siya.
Yes. Okay.
Yan.
All right. So the pork chops are breaded. The fries are getting crispy. And of course,
Check lang natin to. I think okay na to. I think okay na yung fries natin. I think okay na.
Alright.
So ngayon, gagawin na natin siyang breadcrumbs. Parang gano'n na. Gagawin na natin siyang parang breadcrumbs, di ba? Kailangan tuyo yung lalagyan nyo kasi marirehydrate yung fries nyo. Sayang naman.
Right.
Di ba? Yan.
So
Kukunin
Potatoes
natin.
USA curly fries will now become the crust for the pork katsu.
Yes, ang
I
bango.
don't know
Parang
if
amoy
there's-
ano siya.
I
Fried
bet.
chicken. Bango neto.
I love curly fries because they have a little bit, like you were saying, they have a little bit of spice and a little bit of flavor as well.
Yes. Yes.
So I can only imagine how tasty this katsu will be when it's all done.
Yan. Diba? So, pag nandyan siya, better if palamigin natin siya ng konti. Kasi pag nahahanginan ng konti, mas lumalabas yung crunchiness niya. Diba? Konti lang. Ayan, oh. Naririnig nyo naman pag tumatama yung fries sa bowl. Naririnig nyo naman yung lutong, di ba? Naririnig nyo ba?
Yeah, super. Yes, absolutely. That's
Tikman nga muna
ASMR.
natin. Mm.
Very crunchy. Good.
Sarap.
Ayos.
Gusto mo?
Ready.
Gusto mo? Gusto mo,
Ian
pare?
wants.
No.
Gusto mo? Gusto mo?
Sharing is caring, Ninong
Yan.
Rai.
Mainit.
Mainit, mainit.
Mainit.
Mainit, pre.
Oh,
Hindi naman ah. Hindi naman ah.
ouch.
Ako
Ian,
nakakain
I'm
ko, hindi naman ah.
Grabe ka.
Mainit ba?
Isa lang.
Ang dami ko nang binigay. Eh, ang hirap sa'yo, pare. Binibigyan ka na ng marami, nagre-reklamo ka pa. Diba? Ang hirap sa'yo eh.
Ang bait mo, boss.
Ang bait talaga ako. So ngayon, dudurugin na nga natin to. Yan. Binibigyan na. Pare, ayaw pa.
Salamat.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Using the potato masher again this time, the
Yes.
ever ready, ever handy potato masher for our Potatoes USA curly fries. So, guys, if
Yeah.
you want to be able to repeat or try and make this recipe at home that Ninong Rai has come up with, you can also check out potatogoodness.ph for inspiration for these two recipes, katsu and of course the brownies, and of course any other inspiration you're looking for using any of the Potatoes USA products.
Yan.
Super crunchy. I think you have to work out to mash all of the fries there.
Pag nahihirapan
Okay.
kayong i-mash, kainin nyo na lang. Ang lalaki, ang daming... Ang sarap.
I bet you could use a scissor too.
Hindi na.
Ayaw mo?
Hindi na.
Ayaw mo?
Hindi
It's
na.
burnt
Sigurado ka?
na.
Salamat.
Bahala ka. Ang maganda pa lang gawin, no, para mas madali siyang crush. Gaganyanin nyo. Shake nyo siya para yung mga malalaking bits yun yung mapunta sa taas. Yun yung first contact ngayon sa masher nyo. Be
There you
careful
go.
lang ha. Kasi nung isang beses na nagaganto ko, gumanyan ako, dumulas. Ha? Nalaglag.
It'll
Tumapon.
fly.
Wag. Siguro better meron tayong towel sa baba.
There you go.
Diba? Uy, ayun na nga. Muntik na, mare. Diba? Wag na pala.
Okay.
Delikado pa. Yan. Pero, meron na tayong nakaprepare dito. Diba?
There you go. Magic
Meron
of
tayo.
television.
Diba? The magic of television, pare. Malutong pa rin.
Magic of television. Perfect. Great.
Sarap. Okay. So, matapos nating i-mash yung ano natin, yung fries natin, kailangan lang natin ng eggs. Siguro mga... Ba't ba ako dito tumitingin? Nandito pala itlog. Kailangan lang natin siguro ng 2 eggs. 2 eggs lang siguro. Pwede na yon. Yan.
Of course, using a separate bowl. Ninong Rai, has it been 20 minutes for the brownies already? I didn't set a
Pwede na-
timer.
Pwede nating i-check. Medyo set na yung taas niya, pero it needs a bit more time. Okay lang yan. Wala namang problema dyan.
You put your hand in there without a glove or anything.
No. Wag niyong gagayahin yun. Hindi okay yun.
I'll burn my fingers.
Wag niyong, sorry.
so-
Wala na,
so
hindi na ako napapaso. Hindi na ako napapaso talaga. Wait lang, may eggshell. Tanggalin lang natin.
I
Dito
love
na.
this trick. I'm gonna use
Yeah.
this trick.
Tapos yung eggs natin, lalagyan lang natin ng konting tubig. Konting
Okay.
water lang para lang mas madali siyang
Coat.
i-coat. Yes, mas liquid siya ng konti.
Mhm.
Pupunta ako dito, masusundan mo ba ako? Yan, kukuha lang tayo ng fork. Yan, para i-beat natin yung eggs.
Okay, while you're beating the eggs and prepping for breading, I will say hello to Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Thanks for tuning in. I know that Mike loves Ninong Rai too, so hopefully he's watching along with you. Chester Kabantog. He says, Ninong Rai, astig. I think that was because you stuck your hand in the oven without a glove.
Mamaya try natin sa oil naman, di ba?
Yikes!
Na wag. Joke lang, baka gayahin nyo. Nga pala,
Okay.
I forgot to say. Habang
Okay.
ginagawa natin to, dapat pinipreheat na rin natin yung oil natin. Diba?
All right.
Since medyo
And
marami
you
yung
can use,
mantika natin.
yeah, you can use
I-preheat.
the same oil that you fried the fries in.
Yeah, exactly. Tsaka, ang isa pala sa pinakamadalas sa tanong sa akin, hanggang ilang beses pwedeng gamitin yung mantika? Hanggang
Yeah.
ilang beses pwedeng gamitin mantika?
Ilan?
Honestly, kahit ilan. Kasi, ang mantika, pag ginagamit siya ng ginagamit, mas gumaganda na siya ng gumaganda until the point na mag-break na yung mantika, maging parang tubig na yung ano niya, yung density
Then,
niya.
yeah. Then you can
Diba?
taste it.
Yeah, and malalasahan mo rin siya, di ba? Kasi bilang nagtrabaho sa restaurant, ayaw namin na nagsasayang ng mantika talaga. Kasi ang mahal ng mantika eh. Sobrang mahal talaga ng mantika. So, wag tayong magsayang. Di ba? Okay. So, eto na yung eggs natin. And eto na yung tawag mo rito?
Potatoes
Curly,
USA, curly
potatoes
fries.
USA curly fries natin, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So wet hand and dry hand, 'di ba? Kuha siguro
There you
tayo
go.
ng separate na tray. Para lang mas maayos tayo.
Mm-hmm.
Yan. Wet hand, dry hand. So eto, ilalagay nyo diyan. Yung dry hand ko. Lulubog nyo siya. Tapos using my wet hand, kunin natin 'yan. Be careful na hindi matanggal yung yung breading Didiretso natin yan dyan. Tapos,
Dry
diin
hand.
nyo using your wet hand. Tapos, dry hand sa ilalim. Yan. Flip nyo lang siya. Ayan. Very interesting yung magiging itsura nito. Para siyang alam mo yung nauusong Korean corn dogs, pre? Yung parang may
Oh,
fries sa loob.
yeah.
Medyo parang
It
ganun siya.
does. They have the potatoes on the outside.
Yes, di ba?
Tama. Was that your inspiration for this?
No.
Or did you just think of it now?
Naisip ko lang ngayon.
Yeah, but it's true. I
Diba?
love those
Ang ganda,
Korean
oh.
hot
Diba?
dogs. Yeah.
Diba?
That
Ang
looks
ganda
great.
niya, di ba? Yeah.
Super.
Pwede na kainin to eh. Yan. Okay,
Alright.
then, yung isa pa. Asan ba yung dry hand ko? Nakalimutan ko. Yan. Sinalagay natin yan. Kung makikita nyo, ang daming dumidikit na sa kanya, na fries sa kanya, di ba? Medyo malakas siya sa fries talaga. Kaya parang mas lumalaki yung itsura niya, di ba? And sobrang okay nun, di ba? Yan, press lang natin yan. And I think kukulangin yung yung fries ko. So akin na to.
So you'll use what you used earlier.
Yes, pero konti.
You can do it.
Yan, I think okay na to. Yan. Tagay na natin dyan. Uy, yan. Cover lang natin. Siguro gagawa kami ng tatlong ganto.
Okay. Yeah.
Para isa sa akin, isa kay Alvin, isa kay Jeng Jeng. Hindi sa'yo.
Bakit wala?
Why
pwede
not
sa'yo to.
Ian? Why
Hindi
can't
pwede
Ian?
sa'yo.
Bakit?
Hindi. Nagda-diet ka, di ba? Sabi mo, nagda-diet ka eh. Tapos ako sinisisi mo dahil hindi ka makapagpapayat.
Grabe.
Tita, Ako sinisisi mo, pare. Ako, may pakialam lang naman ako sa'yo. Tapos bandang huli, si Kuya Ray kasi pakain sa akin eh. Ako pa yung masama.
Grabe. Potatoes USA, baka naman.
Ayan. Yan. Dagdagan pa natin ng konti ito. Potatoes USA, wag niyong padalan si Ian.
Okay, so aside from frozen potato products, if you guys did want to explore other ways you could use potato products in your own kitchen, there, of course, is fresh potatoes. There are the frozen potatoes, and then we even have dehydrated potatoes, which you could also use in baking as well. The thing that I love about all three of the different variations for these for potatoes, whether it's fresh, frozen, or dehy, For me, I know it's super versatile. And in this case, something I never would have thought of. I mean, like, you could really get creative with this. And I love that
Yes.
this whole series is going to be taking frozen potatoes and just changing it up and making it something. Look at that. That's so incredible. I wish I was
Diba? Diba?
nearby. I
Ang
would
ganda,
like,
diba?
I want to try. I'll have to try the recipe also.
Yeah, and sobrang
Guys,
dali lang niya. Sobrang
it
dali
does.
lang.
Yeah, it looked very quick also. Didn't it hasn't taken long. So now we're just gonna fry it.
Yes, opo. Ipa-fry lang natin siya. Sa pagpa-fry, lalo ng katsu, since manipis lang naman yung meat natin and
Mhm.
malutong na yung labas
Yes,
natin, we need
on
to
outside.
take it slow. Take it slow
Okay.
dapat. Huwag
So
masyadong
a lower
mabilis.
fire.
Check natin yung mantika natin. Konti pa. Hindi, try natin. Check lang natin yung temperature ng mantika natin. Yan, okay yan. Mahina lang kasi unti-unti natin pwedeng palakasin yan. Kasi, tulad na sinabi ko kanina, nakaprito na yung malutong na yung fries natin, di ba?
Right.
Okay. So, pwede natin siyang testingin. Ilaglag natin dahan-dahan. Op. Yan. Ganyan lang.
Yeah, you can
Ganyan
see
lang.
the bubbles.
Oo. Tapos, kapag magpiprito kayo, kung makikita nyo tong part na to, ibabagsak ko siya ng paganyan. Kasi pag
Away.
nag-splash yung oil, papunta ron. Yung stainless, di naman masasaktan yan. Ha?
Yes.
Pero pag ganun, ikaw masasaktan ka, pare. Ingat tayo
Away
sa
from
kusina.
you.
Yes, away from
See
you.
all these kitchen tips. So for you guys who are tuning in, and I know that Ninong Rai, you have many inaanak who love following you for your food content. So these little tips and tricks, I am sure, are beneficial to all of your 5 million followers. Congratulations on your 5 million followers on your Facebook page.
Ay, thank you. Salamat sa lahat na inaanak natin dyan na patuloy na sumusuporta, na hindi nagsasawa. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
It always seems like it's a kitchen adventure when you're cooking.
Kasi honestly speaking, it is. Kasi
It is.
wala kami, usually for the most part, wala namang kaming masyado talagang plano for our content. Like, gawin natin to, shoot natin to. Sige, shoot natin, ganyan. Like, wala kaming script and all, wala talaga. So, even for us, adventure din talaga siya.
It's fun. And I think those are the best kind of adventures when you're in the kitchen doing something that you love. And of course, providing something yummy for everybody to eat.
Yeah. Pero, honestly, being a content creator, medyo mahirap siya. Kasi,
It's not easy.
It's not easy. Pero, masaya ako eh. Alam mo yun, nag-e-enjoy ako sa ginagawa ko, and I think yun naman ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. Kaya mahirap yung bagay, kaya hindi. Importante, nag-e-enjoy mo. Diba? Yun, nag-e-enjoy ka. Yun ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat.
Tama.
Agree.
Yan. Iyan, inuwi mo na naman ba yung tongs?
Ay, nasa bahay pa.
Anak ng tokwa, oh. Ano ba naman yan? Garam, gagamitin natin ngayon.
Ay, sorry.
So we have comments from Migo Mart, who says, I love you, Ninong Rai. And then we have another kisses for you. Kisses for you, Migo. Elo Lopez says, I've learned a lot in the kitchen because of you, Ninong Rai. So me too, Elo. I'm learning a lot from Ninong Rai too. I love that we're always learning, always open to learning. And then Mike Joseph Ong again. He really is your. I think he's stalking you, Mike. Are you stalking Ninong Rai?
Paring Mike, kamusta?
Sana basahin mo itong message para kay Ninong Rai. Mukhang masarap yung potatoes. Iba talaga paggaling Potatoes USA. Lalo pagluto ni Ninong Rai. Agree.
Yan.
Ninong Rai
Diba?
is cooking. Diba? And Christina is really having a good time. So Christina is one of our regular viewers also. So
Tira nyo to. Pare, tira mo to. Uy!
looks
Diba?
so good.
Ang ganda. Yan. So, lulutuin natin to. Not more than 10 minutes kasi saglit lang talaga yan. Kasi sobrang ano lang yan eh. Sobrang basic lang yan eh. So, hintayin lang natin maluto to. Tapos, proceed tayo sa susunod natin, which is teriyaki sauce. Parang quick teriyaki sauce lang. Quick teriyaki sauce. Hindi to super authentic or anything, pero for sure may enjoy nyo to. Diba?
Okay.
Uy, it's coming together nicely.
Ready na? Di pa.
Yeah. Di pa. Pero, na-excite ako.
Alright.
Sobrang na-excite ako.
Ako din.
Okay.
Ikaw rin? Ikaw rin na-excite ka?
Is he
Makatim
gonna be
ka ba?
allowed? Are you gonna give Ian?
Nagkatrabaho ka eh. Hawak mo yung camera. Hindi ka pwedeng kumain.
Mamaya.
Hindi pwede. Mamaya kasi after ng shoot, ibibigay ko na to kay Alvin. So, uwi na siya.
Paano ako?
Eh bakit? Anong paano ka? Bakit parang kasalanan ko?
Okay. So you'll serve this with a teriyaki sauce?
Yes, parang gano'n. No? Parang Pinoy teriyaki sauce, di ba? Pinoy
Yeah.
teriyaki sauce lang.
I love how
I think pwede
golden
na
it looks.
I
Yeah.
think pwede na to. Oh. Tignan mo. Oh. Parang
I
ang
wish
ganda.
I wish I could have some.
Diba?
It's so far.
Kaya nyo namang gawin to eh kasi madali lang naman yung recipe natin eh. Diba?
Super easy for everyone at home as well.
Meron tayo
Okay,
ditong
so-
tray na merong paper towel, kitchen towel yan, para mag-absorb nung oil natin. Diba? Kasi kung hindi, baka magsag lang talaga siya.
Yeah.
Yan.
And then you'll let it rest, no?
Yes. Oo. Kailangan natin siyang i-rest para mabuhay yung crunchiness niya. Yan. Dahan-dahan sa oil, ha? Dahan-dahan sa oil. Kaya pa-absorb natin sa mantika, wag sa bibig natin. Delikado yan. Delikado yan.
I was just gonna say, Ian, don't ask for a bite.
Bawal ka daw. Narinig mo?
Ang sakit.
Kawawa.
Kawawa ka naman, Ian. Ganda. Sobrang ganda ng brownies. Na-excite ako ipakita sa inyo. Diba? So, yung quick teriyaki nga natin,
Okay.
very basic lang to. Meron tayo ditong water lang. Pakita mo yung water natin. Baka di sila naniniwala may tubig eh. Ayan, may tubig. Lalagyan natin ng ginger. Okay lang na kahit may balat. Basta slice it thinly. Kasi tatanggalin naman natin yan. Okay lang yan. So, ito sobrang basic lang talaga nito. Napakadali nito. Next na ilalagay natin dyan ay kahit anong soy sauce na type nyo. Ako ito, ilalagay ko dyan. Yan. Okay. Ano lang to eh, pwede kayong sumunod sa recipe na binigay natin and pwede rin kayong
Sure, if you
mag-eyeball
want
na lang,
me.
diba?
Okay, so
Pwede naman po yun, pero dito sobrang dali lang kasi nito. No need na. Pero
Okay.
kung gusto niyo talaga, hindi kayo ganoon ka-confident, pwede. Ako, tansya-tansya na lang eh. Kung
I'm
nanonood ka ng
sure
channel
you've
ko, alam
made
mo na
this
yan.
many times.
Yeah.
You've made this many times. So for those of you who haven't made a quick teriyaki sauce like this, Ninong Rai also shared the recipe with us, and you could put half cup soy sauce, a cup water, half cup sugar, and a
Yes.
thumb-sized ginger.
Yes,
So
Sugar. Yan.
yeah. So
Hihintayin
This
lang
is
nating
so
mag-boil yan.
easy.
Yeah, sobrang dali lang niya and sobrang
Ah.
sarap niya. Sobrang sarap niya kasi pwede mo siyang ilagay kahit saan. Ito no joke. Ito di ako nagbibiro doon baka sabihin niyo sinungaling ako. Pero sinubukan ko na with vanilla ice cream. Legit sinubukan ko na with vanilla ice cream. I mean, interesting siya to say the least.
So it's like putting balsamic glaze on
Yeah.
ice cream. It's a flavor you wouldn't think would go together, but
Yes.
it does.
Yeah, kasi hindi ko alam. Siguro kasi medyo maalat din kasi to.
So would you Yeah.
Pero may sweet salty twister na nangyari, nag-aagawan uli yung lasa niya. Plus yung ginger kasi, lalo pag very prominent yung lasa ng ginger. For me, ang nangyayari, kapag yung ginger nilagay mo sa isang malamig na dish halimbawa, nagiging cooling yung effect niya imbis na warming. Ewan ko, hindi ko alam. Pero subukan nyo, di ba?
I'm gonna try it.
Yes, yan.
So now
Meron
you're
tayo
making the
ditong,
slurry.
starch. Yes,
Yeah. So this
slurry.
is cornstarch with a slurry. So you'll just add a little bit of the liquid.
Water lang. Water
Water.
lang gagamitin natin, di ba? Kasi alam nyo na itong slurry na to, cornstarch and water mixture. Kung nanonood kayo sa channel natin, like, kabisado nyo na ito, paborito ko to eh. Di ba? Yan. So, kumukulo na siya. In an ideal setting, pakukuluin mo to ng parang light simmer lang for 30 minutes siguro para lang ma-extract ng mabuti yung
So it's like you're
flavor
reducing
from the
it.
ginger. Yes, parang
Yeah.
gano'n. Oo. More like
Okay.
extracting the flavor from the ginger. Pero I found out na, natutunan ko to sa resto dati. The best way para hindi siya matagal sa kalan is lutuin mo siya like this and let the
Mhm.
ginger steep. Steep mo lang siya dun sa sauce, iwan mo lang siya dun. Tapos
Okay.
pag gagamitin mo siya, tsaka mo lang, wag mong isama yung ginger, syempre.
Right.
I-ano mo lang, isama mo lang yung sauce. Sobrang okay nung technique na yun.
So if you
ngayon,
had time, you could just
yes.
let it sit for a little while. But because we
Yes.
want to be able to show everyone,
Yan.
fantastic. How quick was that, guys? I am sure you are just as amazed as I am. What a quick teriyaki sauce. That's going to go perfectly with our Potatoes USA katsu. This is going to be really yummy.
Yung consistency niya, it's up to you. Kung gusto mo medyo loose ng konti, walang problema. Kung gusto mong medyo thick ng konti, yung medyo spreadable na yung ano niya, wala rin namang problema yun. Kasi ikaw naman ang kakain eh. Nasa sayo yan.
That's right. Everybody's preference.
Ang tip lang dyan, bring it to a boil muna para ma-reach mo muna yung maximum na thickness na kaya i-provide ng starch mo bago ka magdagdag ng panibago. Kasi nangyari na sa akin yan, na dagdag ako ng dagdag, hindi lumalapot. Eventually, sobrang lapot niya and hindi na siya okay. Hindi na talaga siya okay, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Ngayon titikman natin yung sauce na ginawa natin para ma-adjust natin kasi ang adjustment laging after the slurry kasi yung slurry nagdadagdag pa tayo technically ng tubig diyan and walang lasa 'yon, 'di ba?
So it can become a little bit bland. Matabang.
Konting sugar pa for me. Konting sugar na lang. Konti lang.
And I think it's really important. I'm sure that your viewers know that you taste all throughout, but just to remind everybody, when you're cooking, when you're making something, it's important to keep tasting, diba?
Yes. Hindi pwedeng isi-serve mo nang hindi mo tinitikman. Hindi pwede yun.
Terrible. Yeah, you cannot do that.
Exactly why hindi ako nagpo-provide ng recipes. Kasi minsan may nakita ako mga sumusunod sa recipes. After nilang malagay ng lahat ng ingredients, titikman kasi sumusunod lang sila sa steps. Whereas kung wala kang sinusunod na recipe, you're cooking with your heart, tikim ka ng tikim kasi you're adjusting as you go. Diba?
Yeah. Well, you said that the key ingredient there is cooking with your heart, right?
Yes.
And that's the kitchen love. Anything made with love tastes better.
Before tayo mag-proceed sa last na gagawin natin, check na muna natin yung brownies natin. Uy.
Great. Okay.
I think.
Before you take those brownies out, or when you're taking those brownies out, I'm going to go ahead and read the next question. So this is the fourth question that we're going to ask our viewers. Of course, if you have been paying attention, this is for Potatoes USA swag. Wow, look at that.
Ganda, di ba? Sa sambango niya.
Perfect. Oh, I love warm brownies straight out of the oven. Looks like it's done.
Pag nagtuso ka ng toothpick and medyo may konti na lang na moist na dumidikit sa kanya, it's done. Kasi ayaw naman natin maging super super
yes, because then they'll be dry.
Alam mo yun.
Yes.
Okay na to. Good sa tayo dito.
Fantastic. So while the brownies are cooling off and Ninong Rai is getting the katsu ready, we're going to ask our fourth question. So remember, this is for Potatoes USA swag, and this includes a backpack, an apron, a mouse pad, and of course a copy of the Bake Recipe Collection, where you can also, explore different recipes that you can bake at home. And this is we have 2 sets left. So remember that you should have shared the live stream. Make sure it's public, and of course, answer this question correctly. The fourth person to answer correctly will win this Potatoes USA swag. And gosh, I want to try that katsu. Okay, so here it is. Question number 4. The potato is, which European country experienced the potato famine? Okay, so we know that the potato has been the backbone for population and growth and commerce in different places all over the world. But there was one European country that actually experienced a famine because of it. So this was the economic rise and fall, also known as the potato famine. Now, we didn't talk about this. Ninong Rai and I are, while he's preparing the teriyaki sauce, guys, take a look at that katsu. It looks crispy. It looks delicious for me. Golden brown, ready to be snipped up for me. I just snip a piece off and dunk in the teriyaki sauce already. So it looks like we have some of our usual viewers jumping in and saying hello. We're so glad you're here, guys. Thanks for joining us always, and thanks for sharing the love, the kitchen love. Ninong Rai, how are you doing?
Okay na po tayo. Medyo, kasi meron pa tayong final na gagawin. Gagawa tayo ng
Okay.
roasted sesame dressing. Gagawa tayo
Ooh.
nun, diba?
All right.
Para vegetable accompaniment nung katsu natin ay cabbage. Parang mabilisang cabbage salad lang, di ba?
All right.
Pwede ba natin gawin ngayon yan?
Yeah.
Okay, sige. Meron tayo ditong mayonnaise. Kahit anong mayonnaise na gusto nyo. Kahit anong brand gusto nyo. Japanese mayonnaise or local mayonnaise. Kahit ano. Sobrang kahit anong gusto nyo. Lalagyan lang natin ng sesame oil. Medyo maraming sesame oil. Lagyan lang natin ng soy sauce, any soy sauce brand that you want. Konti lang. Tapos, sesame seeds. Damihan niyo yung sesame seeds. Tapos, konting-konti lang na sugar. Konting-konti lang talaga. Kasi it highly depends dun sa inherent na tamis ng mayonnaise nyo. Depende talaga doon. Kasi minsan may mga mayonnaise na matatamis di ba?
Some mayonnaises are sweeter than others. That's true.
Basta haluin na lang natin siya. Ayan. Roasted sesame dressing na yan.
There you go.
Konting soy sauce for the color.
So while you're mixing that and getting that ready, I think we have the winner. So question number 4 was answered correctly by Elo Lopez. So she answered correctly by saying Ireland. And that's true. There was a potato famine in Ireland. And congratulations. You will be receiving a gift pack from Potatoes USA that includes an apron, a backpack, a mouse pad, and of course, a new cookbook for you to learn how to bake using Potatoes USA products. So fantastic. So there's that sesame dressing, the roasted sesame dressing. And for those of you that need recipes, Ninong Rai provided that for us earlier. It's about a half cup of mayo, a tablespoon or 2 of roasted sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and a little bit of sugar as needed. And of course, ground pepper, ground black pepper. Yeah. Super simple.
Thank you for reminding me about the black pepper.
You're welcome. We're a team here in the kitchen. Even if we're not in the same kitchen.
Tama. So, eto yung vegetable component natin. Kasi for me, palaging merong, mas maganda na merong vegetable component lagi. And for me, para dito, cabbage ang pinaka-okay.
Yeah, it goes perfectly with katsu.
Yan. Pwede yung tanggalin yung mga malalaking parts na. And tulad niyan, tanggalin nyo na yan. Pero kung gusto nyo isama, diba, wala namang problema doon. Tapos slice lang natin yan ng pinakamanipis na kaya nyo, diba?
Yeah. So confession, I never used to eat cabbage this way or a coleslaw this way either. It wasn't a favorite of mine until I started enjoying katsu. When the katsu craze broke out here in Manila, all of a sudden our whole family, we would get the roasted sesame dressing, and we loved having the shredded cabbage on the table as well. So
yeah. From here, yung iba ang ginagawa nila na sinosalt pa nila tapos pinipiga pa nila para daw matanggal yung bitterness. Pero for me kasi, nawi-wilt down masyado yung cabbage. Sayang naman, diba? Sayang naman.
It's
so
better
para sa akin, goods to.
Yeah.
Talagyan lang natin ng tamang amount ng roasted sesame dressing natin. And hahaluin na natin yan. And that's basically it. Diba? Parang kung merong Asian style coleslaw, parang ganon.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun?
There you go.
Yeah, this is good.
All right.
Yan. Then after this, pwede na tayo mag-plate. So,
will you plate for us now?
Yeah, pwede. Basic plating lang naman to. Wala naman
Awesome.
masyadong problema doon.
Fantastic. So while you're plating, I will go ahead and ask the next question. It's the last of the 5 questions where you guys can take home some Potatoes USA swag. Of course, I'm looking at the katsu that's on the screen. It looks so good. Nice and crunchy, golden brown. I'm sure this will go lovely with the roasted sesame slaw that Ninong Rai
Yes.
put together, and of course the teriyaki.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's the question. Remember that you should have shared the live. Make sure it's public on your own profile. You can share either from Rappler, from Mama in Manila, or from Ninong Rai's page. And then, of course, make sure that you answer if you are the 4th person. Remember, the questions are 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. Since this is the last question, of course, you have to be number 4 who answers correctly. Winners will get to take home. You are the last winner here. You will get to take home a backpack, an apron, a mouse pad, and of course, a copy of Bake, the recipe collection that has so many different ways you can incorporate Potatoes USA products into your baked goods. All right, are you guys ready? Looks like everyone is ready. Oh, that looks so good, Ninong Rai. All right, here we go. Last question of the evening. Which frozen potato product did Ninong Rai use as the crust for his katsu recipe? Of course, remember, the winner will be the person who answers correctly, the 4th person who answers correctly, and of course, you will get to take home some swag from Potatoes USA. So, guys, if you're curious and you want to know more recipes, you can follow Potatoes USA, Potatoes US PHL on Instagram. You can also check out their Facebook page, which is Potatoes USA Philippines. And of course, as we've been saying all throughout the show, Potato Goodness. .ph is the website where you can go and really have a good time. Ninong Rai, that looks so delicious. Everybody here is saying they are so hungry. Let's see. They're
Yan, okay na siya actually. Tapos kung gusto mo lang, pwede mo lagyan ng green. Lagyan mo lang ng green. Lagyan mo na lang ng green kasi parang medyo boring eh. Pero nasa sa inyo na yan. Pero as far as taste is concerned, okay naman na siya, 'di ba? Wala akong nilagay na rice kasi medyo 2020 to na. Kailangan natin magpapayat ng konti. Wala na akong damit na kasya sa akin. Wala na akong damit na kasya. So, hindi muna tayo nag-rice ngayon.
Weh.
Okay. All right. Well, all of us have been at home, so maybe some of our clothes. I've been cutting down on rice too. Okay, it looks so yummy. The brownies look delicious. I wish I could have a slice. Could you? I'm sure that our viewers would love to taste, and we will wait for you to taste a bite also.
Yan.
While you're cutting those brownies, I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner for question number 5. There you go, Ninong Rai with his brownies. Super yum. Okay. Congratulations, Lorraine Frias. You answered correctly with curly fries. Oh, look at that. It looks super gooey,
Yes.
dense,
Ooh.
chocolatey. You can even see some of the chocolate chips.
Yes.
There you go. Now that's a brownie, guys. Have you
Let me
ever?
just get a smaller plate lang.
All right. And so for those of you guys that do use baking paper at home or haven't used baking, you can see how the baking paper really makes it easy for Ninong Rai to take the brownies of um, out of the pan, out of the glass
Yeah.
dish where it baked.
Uy,
Oh, that
grabe.
looks so perfect.
Diba? Oh.
Sarap.
Op. It's so gooey. Ayaw niyang tumangga. Ayaw niya matanggal. Look.
Perfect. There you go.
Diba?
There you have your Potatoes USA brownies.
Yeah.
Followed, of course, if we want to eat dessert first, we can. um, but here you go. You have the tater drums that were mixed into the chocolate brownies. And Ninong Rai used 2 types of chocolate there. And then we have the Potatoes USA crusted katsu, which of course looks amazing. I think everybody wants you to try it.
Yeah. So hindi ko na pinlate yung brownies natin kasi hindi naman kailangan ng plating ng brownies.
Yeah.
Kailangan lang sa kanya masarap, 'di ba?
Yes.
During my recipe testing, I found out na mas masarap kainin tong potato brownies natin pag medyo malamig. Pag medyo malamig siya ng konti, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pero pag kinain mo siya ganto, like warm, 'di ba? Okay din naman siya. Okay din naman talaga siya, 'di ba? So sobrang bango niya. Amoy normal na brownie siya. And kung makikita nyo, nagbigay ng kakaibang parang pagiging dense, moist and gooey
Yeah.
yung Potatoes USA na nilagay natin dito, 'di ba?
Super. Super.
Hindi siya airy. Hindi
No.
siya airy, 'di ba?
No, brownies aren't supposed to be airy.
Exactly. And nakadagdag nga ng bigat sa batter natin, sa mixture natin yung Potatoes USA tater tots natin, 'di ba?
Satisfying.
Tikman na natin 'to.
Oh, you're really having dessert first.
Yes, definitely.
My kind of guy.
Matanda na tayo. Hindi na tayo papagalitan ng nanay natin pag nauna tayo mag-dessert. Diba? Sorry, mama.
Big boy na.
Big boy na tayo, di ba?
Yeah.
Pwede na ba akong mag-girlfriend?
Hindi pa.
32 na ako, me. Ha? Kailan ba pwede? Di pa pwede?
Hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede?
Kami muna anak mo.
Wow.
Ay.
Yeah. Tignan mo. Di ba?
Looks delish.
The perfect bite, pare. Di ba?
Ready. Warm.
Ang ingat. Ang ingat.
It's still yummy, I'm sure, even if it's hot. I can only imagine. You're joking.
For some reason, mas masarap to kaysa dun sa una kong ginawa, pero parehas lang naman yung ginamit kong ingredients. Hindi ko alam, pero mas masarap to kaysa dun sa una kong ginawa. Mamaya titikman mo, Alvin, ikaw hindi ka pwede.
When it's
Diba?
cool.
Oo, sobrang okay din talaga nung ano eh.
When it's cool.
Yung pag malamig siya. And baka natatakot kasi yung mga ilan nating viewers diyan na baka maglasang patatas. Hindi maglalasang patatas ang brownies nyo kasi sobrang paano ko ba sasabihin to? Neutral ng lasa ng Potatoes
Potato
USA
jam.
natin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Na tater tots. And alam mo yun, talagang nagme-meld lang siya together. Baka mayroong magsasabi diyan, baka nilagay mo lang yan for the sake na may mailagay ka. Hindi po. Sabi ko nga kanina, ang binibigay nito is yung dagdag na gooiness, density, pagiging heavy ng browns, lalo kapag lumamig. Yeah. Kung gusto niyo na diyan yung recipe, i-try niyo nang walang potatoes, i-try niyo nang meron, makikita niyo yung difference talaga. Sobra.
Of course.
Feeling ko nga ito na yung magiging staple brownie recipe ko eh. 'Di ba? Kasi it's a conversation starter din. Oh, anong
Yeah,
mo ngayon?
absolutely.
Potato brownies. Paano potato brownies, 'di ba?
Exactly.
Imagine
I
mo
love
dadalhin
doing
mo sa potluck, 'di ba? Gagawin mo sa potluck 'yon, 'di ba?
There you go.
'Di ba? Potatoes USA, brownies lang naman yung dala ko. Ano 'yun? Di brownies na may Potatoes USA, 'di ba?
It's the perfect conversation starter, especially if you're going to bring it for a potluck.
Yes,
And
diba?
it's easy because you could do it beforehand. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yung storage ng Potatoes USA natin, nandyan lang sa freezer. Wala nang pre-prep na kailangan. Para dudukutin mo na lang, ilalagay mo. Tapos na,
Right.
'di ba?
Yes, agree. It's constantly in our freezer as well. Fantastic. So if you guys do want to try the potato brownie recipe that Ninong Rai came up with, you can go ahead and visit potatogoodness.ph, and it's there for you to go ahead and try as well. Maybe for your next potluck, maybe for your ina-ana, maybe for your ninong.
So tikman na rin na. Pwede naman natin tikman to. Pwede na natin tikman tong USA potato katsu natin. Honestly, ang bango niya. Pare. Oo. Honestly, ang bango niya. Tapos may kitang-kita mo sa labas yung Potatoes USA, pare. Like, tira mo. Like, hindi siya mukhang normal na breadcrumbs. Again,
Yeah.
this is a conversation starter din to. Like, kung observant yung kakain yan, ano yung breading mo? Ay, ano lang naman, Potatoes USA lang naman. Di ba? Narinig niyo yung crunch? Rinig ba? Kasi yumanig yung ulo ko eh. Yumanig yung...
Yes. I'm sure everybody is salivating at home, of course. I know that is super yummy just because it has the curly fries also.
Ang sarap. Sobrang, bakit ganun? Tinesting ko rin yung nakaraan to. Bakit mas masarap ngayon? Anong nangyari? Ilan yung ginawa ko nito? 3. Akin pala lahat yun. Ha? Akin pala lahat yun. Pero
More
sobrang okay
sharing.
nito. Sobrang
Sorry.
okay nito. So partner natin dito sa ano natin, sa roasted sesame coats natin.
Perfect bite.
Ay, sorry, hindi ako nakapag-perfect bite. Ito
With
na kasi
that.
yung perfect bite ko eh. Ayun yung perfect bite ko. Actually, ang perfect bite sana niyan, may rice. Ako, wala eh.
Tama.
Semi-perfect bite na lang. Saan kung makikita nyo, eto, gusto kong pakita sa inyo muna. Kung nakikita nyo, hindi masyado nakihiwalay yung breading natin, yung
Yeah.
Potatoes USA breadings natin doon sa pork natin. Diba? Kasi wala masyadong shrinkage na nangyari sa pork natin kasi slow natin siya niluto. And towards the end, nilakasan natin yung apoy para lang mag-seal siya. Alam mo yun? Like, meron kasing mga mga katsu na parang nasa loob siya ng lalagay. Parang siya nakasobre, na parang siya naka-envelope. Alam mo yun? Ito hindi. Talagang ang ganda ng niya. Ganda ng coating niya. Sobrang gandang gamitin sobrang gandang gamitin ng Potatoes USA as breading na parang ganito. And hindi lang sa pork chop to. Pwede sa chicken to. Pwede sa isda to. Pwede sa lahat, pare. Diba?
There you
The perfect
go.
bite.
You saw it
The
here
perfect
first.
Ninong.
Ready? There you go. Thank you so much for sharing such a creative recipe. I never would have thought of using the curly fries as the breading.
Ang sarap. Ang sarap. Wala pa talaga tayong kanin. Bawal ba talaga ako magkanin?
Bawal, kami lang.
Magkanin ka, wala kang ulam. Bahala ka.
I have some rice here. If you send over katsu, I'll send over some rice.
Parang lugi naman. Parang lugi naman. Pero yun nga, gusto kong lahat ng nanonood ngayon dito, itry nyo itong mga to. Kasi ito yung mga recipes na alam na natin. Nagpalit o nagdagdag o ano lang tayo ng konting mga bagong ingredients. Actually, hindi naman siya bago. Nandiyan na rin siya eh. Pero hindi natin pa naiisip na pagsamahin silang dalawa. Well, ngayon, nakita natin na pwede naman pala talaga. Diba? Potatoes sa dessert. Potatoes sa katsu. Diba? Lalo kung gagamit ko na yung Potatoes USA, sobrang okay talaga nito. Sobrang okay niya. So, sige, try nyo to. Pag tinry nyo, tag nyo ako. Gusto kong makita kasi baka mas maganda yung ginawa nyo sa akin. Gagayahin ko lang.
I was going to say that. I was going to say, make sure if you guys try this at home, tag Ninong Rai, and of course, tag Kitchen143 and Rappler so we can see you guys, what you guys have made, of course, and tag Potatoes USPHL so they can see it on Instagram. And of course, on Facebook, you would also tag Potatoes USA Philippines so that they can see it. We all want to see what you guys come up with. Ninong Rai, if everyone wants to, if they're not following you already, I think they are, where can they find you on social media?
Search nyo lang sa lahat ng social media at Ninong Rai. Ako lang naman ata ang Ninong Rai doon. O kung may ibang Ninong man, sumbong nyo sa akin. Pero sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa Instagram, sa TikTok, ano pa ba, sa Friendster, sa MySpace, nandyan ako lahat. Hanapin nyo lang ako.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. This is our first episode with US frozen potato hacks. Of course, this whole series will be with Potatoes USA. We will have 3 more episodes. And of course, kicking this off with Ninong Rai has been so much fun. If you guys have any questions about Potatoes USA, you can go ahead and leave them in the comment section. We'll be sure to answer them. And if you want to see something else that we can make with Potatoes USA products, send us a message so we can see too. Thank you. There you go.
Okay
Thank you
na? Okay
so
na
much.
tayo?
Yeah, thank you so much for Potatoes USA for this amazing episode and bringing Ninong Rai into the kitchen with us. I am Michelle Aventajado, and I will say goodbye for today, but see you again next week at the same time here at Kitchen 143.